What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team, stand up! August is here, my 30s is near. We got FlightReacts back at it again. Parents discover the daughter is a mass killer. Dr. Insanity. Stop doing that crime out there because it's going to eventually catch up to you. Do right, and right will return by.
What did they tell you? Nothing. Okay, she was life flighted here. Yeah.
This is Natalie and John Shirilla, the parents of Mackenzie Shirilla. Just hours earlier, they were informed their daughter was involved in a devastating car accident and that she was transported by helicopter to the nearest hospital. However, what they're about to hear from this officer would change the course of their and Mackenzie's life forever.
Okay. No. You want to sit down? Way to say this. Progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving. Who died?
Mackenzie's boyfriend, Dom Russo, as well as their friend Davion, were pronounced dead after the crash, making Mackenzie the suspect of a potential double murder. However, police had their doubts. Most assumed that this was simply the result of an innocent mistake on Mackenzie's behalf. But as the investigation would progress, dark and disturbing secrets would reveal this was clearly much more than just an accident.
Dom, if you do not open, you think I'm joking.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
Whew. That toxicity, man. Y'all in a toxic relationship? Ladies and gentlemen, get out, please. Nigga, I got flashbacks for real, no bullshit.
Mackenzie Shirilla, her 20-year-old boyfriend Dominic, and their friend Davion are on their way to a high school party. With Mackenzie's 18th birthday in just 2 days, the group has decided to go out and celebrate. But what seems like a normal night out will in a few hours turn into one of Ohio's most disturbing mysteries.
Only in Ohio.
At around 2 a.m., Mackenzie and Dominic are seen smoking at the party. And at one point, Mackenzie reportedly offers the host of the party psychedelic mushrooms. This was unlike Mackenzie, as her friends had never seen her use a substance before, let alone pass them around. At 3:30 a.m., the group leaves the party and drives to another friend's place across town. There, they hang out for a little over an hour watching South Park. By 5 a.m., Mackenzie decided it was time to go home.
I was gonna say something right now, bro. It's actually genuinely crazy that there is actually parents. Bro, my parents would never let me, especially under 18 years old, stay out to 5 a.m. Did y'all parents let y'all do that shit? Cause, bro, this is kind of crazy.
Strangely, she asked to drive instead of
bro, let me say I'm coming home at 5 a.m. I wouldn't even be sitting here with y'all right now, bro.
Dominic. This was unusual, but Dominic agreed. Additionally, when Davion asked for a ride, Mackenzie refused to let him in the car. After an argument, Dominic convinced her to take Davion home. All 3 of them would get in the car, sealing their own fate. At the intersection between Pearl and Progress Drive, CCTV spots the car making a turn off course from Davion's house. Instead of driving along Pearl Drive, the car turns onto Progress Drive, a road that ends abruptly with a brick wall. CCTV would spot the car rapidly start accelerating, going from a calm 30 to over 90 miles per hour.
Damn.
In the very last seconds, an intense turn would take place, leading the car to narrowly avoid slamming into a tree. But it would be too late, and the car would speed into the brick wall. The crashed car would remain undiscovered for 45 minutes, until 6:15 a.m. when a passerby on a motorcycle would discover the destroyed vehicle. About 10 minutes later, law enforcement would arrive, and through their body cams, we can witness the horrific discovery they would make.
No one's breathing. Bust that window out. All right.
Oh my God.
So they're busting the window out.
Hey. This is bad, guys. She's alive. We gotta get her out here. All right. Let's up and unlock this door. Let me see your knife. Let's cut this thing out. I don't feel anything. I don't feel a pulse.
She's breathing. I saw her stomach. Her stomach's cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We got 2 that are gone.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. Jesus Christ. This is the worst I've ever seen. How old is Dominic Russo? 17? 19? Rest in peace, buddy.
Damn.
Inside the car, officers quickly confirmed 2 victims as deceased. 20-year-old Dominic in the front passenger seat and 19-year-old Davion in the back. But one person has survived. The driver, Mackenzie Shirella. As medics and firefighters rush to tend to the victims, investigators begin trying to understand how such a devastating crash could have happened. That's when they start uncovering alarming details.
It looks like they even went off the road up there.
They did.
But I mean, if you're hitting a building that hard, I just can't believe all the people that work up here, that are up here all night long, no one heard.
They're in factory type settings.
Yeah, well.
And it's dark over there.
That's insane though. Once they get her out, I'll go over to this building because I think there's a camera on the front of that building. I don't know if it's working, but I can always ask.
As authorities work to save Mackenzie, the man who initially called 911 to report the incident arrives on the scene to give his side of the story.
Appreciate you giving us a call.
Yeah. Someone in it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's a bummer. I didn't want to get stuck, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Right. No, I appreciate you giving us a call. Absolutely appreciate it.
They fucking were hitting it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, because I saw that front end.
They definitely hit it
Was
hard.
fucking
So.
destroyed.
Right.
All right. Well, what a way to start your Sunday. I guess better than theirs, huh?
Right. I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you.
Officers would file the crash as an accident, stating that the driver appeared to have attempted to steer off course but was unable to regain control. Mackenzie was diagnosed with a condition known as POTS, which can cause dizziness and fainting, something officers believed may have contributed to the crash. The presumption was that a combination of Mackenzie's medical condition and drug use had likely led to the tragic crash. However, one detail worried officers. There were no signs of braking anywhere, and officers would soon begin to discover why.
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him.
She was scared that she was going to make him crash the day before the actual crash.
So I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was curse the car in the wall.
As police continue
Y'all
gathering
gotta watch
evidence
who y'all get in a relationship with, man.
from the crash site, one officer heads to the hospital to speak with Mackenzie's parents. At this point, all they know is that their daughter was in a serious accident.
Oh, God, help me. What'd they tell you?
Nothing.
Okay, she was life flighted here.
Yeah, that one or that.
Okay. No. You want to sit down? Wait, say this. There's progress in Alameda, car into a building. 2 are deceased in the vehicle. Daughter's driving.
Who died?
I don't know whether, but there's one that we don't know. His name's Jacob. Does anyone know Jacob?
Dom?
No, stop. Let him talk.
Guys, I know, we've been dealing with this. Your daughter's okay. She's talking to us. I talked to her, okay? Your daughter's alive, okay? Your daughter's alive. She was driving the vehicle, okay?
Who's that? Jacob and who?
I think, what's the name you said?
Dom?
Might be.
Oh my God.
Stop.
What's his relation to you?
My boyfriend.
Okay, yeah, then Dom was in the car.
Are you kidding me?
It's right now, it's an ongoing investigation. Speed is definitely a factor. So are drugs.
Dom is dead? Dom is dead? Is that what you're saying to me? Look at me. Is Dom dead?
There's no way for me to say anything right now, man. This is a serious situation.
Dom with curly. It's the same Dom. Maybe it's a different Dom. It could be a different Dom. Might be a different Dom.
What's that?
She knows about their third.
No, I don't know. We're gonna keep it that way for. Okay, she's getting worked on now. Okay. Full transparency here. There's drugs in the car. She had a bag of mushrooms on her and a scale. Full transparency, guys. I'm sorry, I'm ripping the Band-Aid off. Okay. drugs in the car.
So she was awake, but not awake, so she was like not.
In and out of consciousness. Can be fully extracted from the vehicle. IFD. I know she has a severe leg injury. Like I said, she was speaking, and she had her seatbelt on.
Mackenzie was the only one in the car wearing a seatbelt, which was why she was the sole survivor. If her intention had been suicide, it's unlikely she would have taken that precaution. This detail would later become important to the investigation.
Yeah, that would probably saved her life. 100% saved her life.
She had a seatbelt up.
I don't believe the others did.
Mackenzie's parents would take the news relatively well, relieved their daughter had survived. But officers now faced a much harder task, telling Dominic's parents. Remember, at this point, they didn't even know their son had been in an accident, let alone that he had passed away.
Damn. Anonymous Gifter, thank you.
Hey, can I talk to you real quick? Yeah. There was an incident that we believe Dominic may be involved.
What?
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh God!
Just sit down.
Just sit down. Oh my God!
Go ahead, take a seat.
Damn, man.
So,
You know what time it happened at?
no, we don't. Right now, what we do know 100% is somebody called it in, somebody passing by at around 6:15, 6:30.
Oh, dude, what, the car was just smashed somewhere?
Yeah, so what it appears that happened is they were going westbound on Progress from Pearl Road. They went...
Right here in Strongsville?
Yeah, in Strongsville. That business that's right at the... on
That
Alameda,
girl
right
Chels.
where Progress ends. That's... dead
Happy
ends
belated
right there.
birthday. She just turned
They hit
32.
that building.
FTC sister in the chat.
They hit the sign out front and then they hit the building.
What, they fall asleep at the wheel or something?
Don't know.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
So 2 kids are dead, my son's dead, another kid's dead,
Go
and
ahead.
the girl's in the hospital?
She's in surgery right now.
Oh my God, huh, Chris?
Chunky, what up?
A number or a friend or anybody that you might want us to call on your behalf?
No. This is a fucking nightmare. Hey, somebody called in at 6:30 in the morning?
Between 6:15
6:15, 6:30, yeah.
Came upon it, passing it by.
Yeah.
Brax, what up?
Oh my gosh. This is fucking horrible.
Sucks, man. Gotta tell the parents this,
She
man.
was in her car?
It was in Mackenzie's car, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is she naked or you guys don't know?
We right now we don't know. She's in surgery
Team
right
Braun,
now, so we
alternate,
don't
the
know.
gifted.
What a fucking nightmare.
3 weeks would pass, time that Mackenzie would spend in the hospital recovering. Her
That's
condition
crazy.
would improve significantly.
Knowing what I'm gonna assume, because what the intro was talking about in the video and stuff, that she knows that she was responsible and she had the intentions to do that, from what I'm guessing. Bro, imagine, bro, sitting there for 3 weeks knowing that you did all of that, bro, and then you have all these parents wondering, like...
Eventually allowing her to leave and return to her normal life.
Let's see how they investigate
The community mourned
this.
the tragic loss of Dominic and Davion and expressed sympathy for Mackenzie, who had just gone through the trauma of losing both her boyfriend and a close friend. But soon, strange things about Mackenzie would start to surface. In the weeks that followed, it seems Mackenzie thought everyone concluded the crash as a tragic accident and nothing further. Mackenzie would never attend Dominic or Davion's funerals. On social media, she would brag about her drug use, claiming she could, quote, do more drugs than anyone and still live. And then, on October 31st, 2022, Mackenzie would go to her first party since the crash, and her costume
Bro,
for
you
the
have the nerve to go to a...
night would be a detailed corpse with fake blood smeared across her mouth. Mackenzie's parents even went public to defend her outfit, saying she, quote, deserved to
Bro, it starts with the parents always, man.
have some fun after the accident. There also appeared to be a mysterious source of income.
So
Mackenzie
cringe.
was spending thousands of undocumented dollars on designer clothing, and she wasn't hiding it either, openly bragging about it online. But lucky for Mackenzie, this strange behavior still wasn't enough for police to launch a full investigation. However, that would all change when Dominic's family came to the police with a video taken from Dominic's phone. A clip recorded just 10 days before the crash, one that would change everything. But before we get to that, I want to tell you about the best earbuds I've ever used. If you're like me, then you love listening to true crime podcasts. But no matter served it package box out all hours, only 10 minutes. Went with it to get 20. Thanks again to for sponsoring. Now, let's get back to what the investigators uncovered. At this point, officers already had a growing list of suspicions about Mackenzie, but it would be one video submitted by Dominic's parents and filmed by Dominic himself just 10 days before the crash that would turn the entire case on its head.
Sheesh.
Dom,
Let's see it.
you do not open, you think I'm joking. You think I'm joking. Like, I'm dead ass. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
This was a short snippet from a 15-minute video where Mackenzie clearly and continuously threatens Dominic. But this wasn't all. Dominic's family would show even more disturbing material, including text messages confirming she had threatened to kill Dominic.
Got her.
This was enough for officers to reopen the case, now investigating it as a planned double homicide.
At this point, this is a homicide investigation, and so we are trying to show that she intentionally drove the car into the wall.
Shortly after the investigation began, police would begin interviewing several of Mackenzie Chirella's friends, family members, and individuals from the community. This would prove to be very insightful. Officers would first bring Tyler, Mackenzie's former boyfriend, in. Unfortunately, his accounts would only serve to deepen their concerns.
You understand, you're not under arrest.
Yeah.
You walk out anytime you want. We have approximately 10 questions that we wanted to ask you.
Cole, what's up,
How old
Kelby?
were you guys?
Cold part about this ex, that's the Mackenzie's ex, he probably know that bitch is crazy. He probably know that, like, yeah, this is everything that she seems like she would do. And he's probably, like, when he was out the relationship, he was just like, oh, I probably feel bad for, like, anybody that gets a relationship with her not knowing how crazy she is, man.
In a relationship, you and her.
Well, we were all friends in a friend group at first. I ended up dating her for a little bit, like probably over the summer. I was only dating her for probably like a month and a half or like 2 months, and then me and Dom.
What up, yes, sir?
She was cheating on us basically, but it wasn't like anything official, so it wasn't no hard feelings like with whatever happened. I just kind of was like, after me and Dom found out about that, we had no problems with each other or nothing, but they were on and off, and I kept on talking to her still while they were on and off, because we were all still in the friend group and stuff, so, and then we kind of just like stopped being intimate, you know what I'm saying? We were just friends.
So, describe the relationship. What was it? What was she like as your girlfriend?
Like, I don't really have much with her relationship-wise because we didn't date that long, but like friend-wise, like she was crazy, like our...
She like mentally just not all there? I mean,
yeah, I don't think she's just mentally all there. Like, I personally feel like she was trying to kill herself in that crash, and she failed on doing so.
Why did Dom put up with this? Do you know?
I've personally been told that she did voodoo on him. She has told people that she's put a spell on him so that he couldn't break up with her, that she had like grabbed a piece of his hair, and that she had a doll in her room for Dom, and that she had literally put a spell on him. But she was...
Yo, y'all gotta watch the females y'all dating, bro. Cold part about it is Dom could have, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, like, left as soon as possible. Bro, any girl take out something and they talking about, I'm putting a curse on you, I got a doll with me and stuff, and just, they start talking about, like spirits and things like, bro, just go ahead and run, bro. They're not mentally right up all the way in their head, man.
Tell everyone. And, like, she truly believed in that kind of stuff, and she also uses the pendulum, I know too, to try to get answers. She tries to use it now to talk to Dom.
Do you think Mackenzie has it in her to drive a car into a wall? I mean, if you guys speculate that she did it on purpose, do you think she has it in her?
I feel like if she thinks that she can just drive the car into the wall and not feel nothing, you know, like, I feel like the only reason she survived is because of how small she is. Like, I feel like she got insanely lucky, but at the same time not lucky to have survived that, because like she killed 2 people, if that was what she was trying to do. But it's like, I feel like that's what she was trying to do, was crash the car into the wall.
By now, a far darker picture of Mackenzie's actions was beginning to take place. This is when 2 friends who had attended the party would come forward to police, claiming they had evidence that, in their view, proved the crash was no accident at all.
Sheesh. I want to show you.
Oh no, explain it.
So this
She's
is
cooked,
when they
chat.
were going down Progress Drive, and then you know how there was like tire tracks before it, like on that side grass. So that's the sign.
That's when it hits the sign.
And then that's where she curved exactly right on.
Gotcha.
Missed those 2 rocks and went right into the sign, the side of it. She went right into that wall.
Right.
No, so you can see like the hard braking was right at the wall, and then her high speed
was after the hard braking.
Was 90 miles per hour.
It looks like the person in the front seat tried to turn the wheel because of the fact they were going to go straight into a wall. And it doesn't say she hard broke once. It was 90 miles per hour down that whole road. And I also think because of Kenzie's and Dominic's history, that they were fighting. I think Davion went on his phone to distract himself from the fighting. Although they were on drugs, they can also still be fighting with being on drugs.
While the statements were deeply concerning, investigators still didn't have enough concrete evidence to determine Mackenzie's intent. Without a documented pattern of behavior, it was still possible the crash had been a drug-induced accident. But that changed during an interview with Dominic's brother.
One thing that I'm actually surprised about, now Chad, do you think that this Mackenzie girl's kind of getting privileged? Now, obviously they're investigating it, so they can't just right off the bat just be like, oh, like you definitely tried to have an inside job, which we all know is an inside job for her to do that. But I mean, they even said to her parents, like, look, like, she had drugs on her in the car. She was intoxicated. She didn't get no DUI or nothing. They just let her off free. Spent 3 weeks in the hospital and then let her off. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of sensing a little privilege. It's like their friends that were associated with all this is like helping them like with this case and stuff and helping her actually like, okay, like, look, I think we got to actually like pursue it. She's not so innocent as we're making her like seem out to be.
With crucial information about Dominic and Mackenzie's turbulent relationship.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling like they definitely giving her like that privilege or something. Like she's just not getting like, you know, the justice that's supposed to be served.
Video includes talk of self-harm.
You didn't at least get a DUI. That's what
advised.
She mentioned that anytime Dom would kind of want to break up with her, she kind of would go crazy. Describe crazy, like what kind of crazy?
Like there is times where she called Dom and said, if you break up with me, I'm going to word for word. There was an instance literally.
Those are the mentally unstable women, man. Y'all gotta be careful who y'all dating, bro.
A couple days before the crash that she was hitting him on the highway while driving, and he had to pull his car over on the side of the highway, not in a very safe parking spot either, and have somebody else come pick them up and drive the car home.
Wow.
Because he was scared that she was going to make him crash. And that was just prior to the day before the actual crash.
Apparently, just days before the crash, Mackenzie had threatened Dominic's life, saying she would crash the car they were in. Dominic's brother continued the interview by giving officers a compelling motive for why the crash may have been intentional.
I'm trying to read that text.
Giving officers a compelling motive for why the...
It's okay, all I care about is you trying to end and put it in your hand on the steering wheel and try and...
Crash may have been intentional.
If you're going 94 miles an hour, you don't have a very fast car to begin with. You were stomping that gas pretty much that whole entire time. There's no brake marks on the street at all. Even before the hit, you would think that some type of instinct would kick in and you'd slam on the brakes. But to my knowledge, she went straight into it. Off of what I know and off my assumptions, Dom tried to break up with her multiple times, even in July. It kept not like working out, whatever. They kept making back up. Kenzie's known to be the kind of person that she's let us know she will never let go of Dom, and if she has to let go of Dom, she will not go on living herself. She's pretty much let that be known.
Mackenzie's actions after the crash were also of concern to police. On August 6th, only a week after the incident, police would be called to Mackenzie's house by her father. There, he would make concerning statements. While there is no footage of the incident, the officer that was called out would retell the strange incident in an interview.
Sarge, I want to ask you first about August 6th. If you recall, that's the day you guys were dispatched to
Mackenzie Shirilla room. Can you tell me about that day?
So we were dispatched up to the room for a disturbance. Once we arrived up on the room, she was upset with her dad. We asked the dad to step out, and we're trying to calm him down, and he's like, you guys probably know who I am. At one point in the conversation, he's like, I feel like my daughter needs a psych evaluation. And he's like, because she's not, thinking clearly, and word for word what he said, I don't recall every word that he said. He was pretty hysterical. He was pretty upset. She was upset with her dad because, she wanted the lead to go to the funerals.
During this interaction, it became clear that Mackenzie was deeply upset with her father. Despite creating a shrine for Dominic, regularly posting on his Facebook memorial page, and wearing his clothes, her father hadn't allowed her to attend Dominic's funeral. It appeared that Mackenzie was truly mourning his death. But around this time, police managed to gain access to her phone. What they uncovered didn't just explain her mysterious source of income, it also hinted at something far more disturbing. After decrypting Mackenzie's phone, investigators discovered several photos of her posing with large sums of cash, despite having no documented job or known source of legitimate income. They also found fake IDs, seemingly intended to help her pass as an adult. But most concerning was a Snapchat conversation dated July 22nd, 2022, in which Mackenzie quoted $1,000 for pictures and $2,500 for an in-person meeting to do, quote, anything you want.
This is a 17-year-old talking like this, bro. Where are her parents? You have a 2-parent household and your daughter is doing shit like this. This is just flat out disgusting and disgraceful. I'll be trying to tell y'all, man. It always starts with the parents, bro.
Taken together, the materials painted a deeply troubling picture. On top of this, her phone revealed numerous examples of reckless driving. Videos showed her speeding, smoking marijuana behind the wheel, recording Snapchats while distracted, crashing during a practice run and laughing about it, letting go of the steering wheel, and even bragging about driving recklessly. But in November, detectives would discover evidence far beyond any reasonable doubt. After analyzing Mackenzie's phone location data, investigators were able to retrace her movements in the days leading up to the crash. That's when they made a dark discovery. Just days before the incident, Mackenzie had driven down the exact same road 7 times, heading straight towards the same brick wall.
She was practicing that shit.
She had practiced the route.
Stupid ass.
Officers believed they had gathered enough evidence to prove Mackenzie had planned the murders. On November 4th, 2020,
bro. She practiced that shit 7 times days prior to it. That means that she went on that road, and the first 3 times she was like, damn, do I think I can do this? I think I can do this. You know what I'm saying? She had back and forth different types of thoughts and stuff, and then by the 7th time, she's like, oh yeah, I perfected this. I know the perfect way to Bro,
more than 3
get her out of here,
months
man.
after the
Get her out of
incident,
here.
Officers were dispatched to arrest 18-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla.
Where is she?
3 months later, so.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this?
Shut up, bitch.
So it doesn't break the bracelet, please.
You got it. You got it.
Break my bracelet, please. Fuck up. What about those 2 lives you just threw away? They just turned 18 years old. They didn't get to live their life at all. Fuck.
Recording. Mounted. Wi-Fi connected.
Now, don't cry now. Bro, I don't know why. I have a feeling the justice system ain't even gonna give justice, man. I might be wrong.
Stand right by the black mat.
What's your first name? Mackenzie. Okay, Mackenzie, I'm gonna take your handcuffs off. I need all the jewelry and everything to come off, okay?
I can't wear any of it.
No, I need you to take it off while you're in jail right now.
Worried about wearing jewelry, man.
Mackenzie's parents would soon find out about her arrest and immediately drive to the police station and desperately confront the police. But it would all be too late.
need to speak to my daughter because you guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the lawyer. How you guys did this on the weekend is just, what you only do is go, hey, there's a warrant for her. We would have brought her right down here with no problem. Unbelievable. I mean, she's 18.
So the warrant was issued today, so
Well, you could have made a phone call, couldn't you?
These be the worst type of parents, too, man.
Watching. So,
she can't take any, she's an adult, she can't take any phone calls right now.
okay, well, I still need to speak to my daughter so she understands what her, not saying anything to you guys. I
Whatever
mean,
was-
if you had to roll out the whole mass to pick up an 18-year-old girl who can hardly walk out of a hospital visit.
Man, bro,
we
shut
follow the
up.
law, that's what we're doing today.
Am I going to be allowed to have a 2-minute conversation with her?
You cannot talk to her about these.
Why doesn't she get a phone
She has
call?
legal
If you arrest her, why
representative.
don't she get a phone call?
She was just brought in. They're going to process her as soon as they get the time for her to make a phone call. She will be able to make a phone call.
She's a lawyer. She does have a lawyer.
She is 18 years old and she can speak
Yeah,
that.
but she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18.
Well-
And these guys are going to take advantage of her. She's not allowed to speak to you guys. I'm telling you
Listen,
that.
her
from
attorney
lawyer.
can call us.
Don't ask her any questions. She's not allowed to speak to you.
Her parents don't want Mackenzie to talk and demand a lawyer is present. Mackenzie is going to need that lawyer, as she's going to have to face the consequences of her actions in a court of law. She's tried as an adult and decides not to be tried by jury, leaving her fate to a judge. Despite the defense's claims that she lost consciousness, the evidence against her proves this claim was a lie, and the prosecution believes she crashed the car as an easy way out of the relationship. The judge agreed, and on August 14th, 2023, Mackenzie's fate was finally sealed.
This is the type of evidence you can never unsee. You can never forget the visual or audio of this exhibit. It is chilling and tragic. As you review that exhibit, you know that you are watching the oncoming deaths of two people, and there is nothing that will stop it. Exhibit 802 crystallizes the deadly decision-making of the defendant. She morphs from a responsible driver to literal hell on wheels as she makes her way down the street. The mission was death. Mackenzie alone decided to push the pedal to the floor and demand the ultimate speed of that vehicle to 90 to 100 miles per hour. Mackenzie decided death was the ultimate goal that
Look at the lawyer next to her. He's like trying to go home.
decision for Dominic and Davion, and she continuously acted in a manner to achieve her purpose. In the early morning hours of July 31st, 2022, her purpose was to kill Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan. Her actions were controlled, methodical, deliberate, intentional, and purposeful. This was not reckless driving. This was murder.
On August 14th, Mackenzie was found guilty on 4 counts of murder, 4 counts of felonious assault, 2 counts of aggravated vehicular homicide, 1 count of drug possession, and 1 count of possessing criminal
She needs that
tools.
DUI on there, too.
She's facing 15 years to life.
Oh, it's
and
to life,
is
it's life,
currently
it's
being
life.
held
You
in the
chill.
Ohio Reformatory for...
I mean, bro, I need to see that shit say like I thought that bitch said 15 years at first. Was justice served, Chet? I wish that shit just should have said life. They need to give an example out of her, bro. It's to life, so she's technically getting life. First of all, man, RIP to those victims, Dom and Davion, I believe. Bro, the sad part about this, bro, like, I believe one of them, I think it was the Davion guy. He wasn't even supposed to be in the car. He got in an argument with the Mackenzie girl about letting him get a ride somewhere, and that was his, like, whole fate right there, man. And then, you know, Dom, he was already trying to leave the relationship multiple times and just, you know, fell back into the manipulation trap, man. This whole thing is sad, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to blame the parents of Mackenzie. The parents ain't shit, especially the dad. You could tell the dad just gave her whatever she wanted. As soon as she starts crying, oh, here you go. Stop crying. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, sad stuff, man. Justice, I feel like could have been served a little bit better, but she's getting life. She won't be smelling fresh air, hopefully.